Abataro Sentai Donbrothers! What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Velp, and welcome back to another video. And I am quite excited for the next Super Sentai coming out in 2022, which is, well, as I've said earlier, Abataro Sentai Donbrothers. So, we already have a lot of news regarding Donbrothers. We already know their suits. We already have the names of the characters, or at least the Rangers. We are yet to see their civilian forms, and of course we are yet to see the actors who are going to be involved, who are going to play these characters. So once those news come out, make sure you tune in to us, of course. Make sure you follow our website, and of course don't forget to follow this channel too, because we will release information once it's available. But we do have some information already available regarding Donbrothers, so if you haven't seen it yet, links are going to be down in the description below. So let's get on with the video. Okay, now first things first, I think it's safe to say that Donbrothers is definitely going to be a direct sequel to Zenkaiger. Mainly, the first thing that you're going to notice is that they use Sentai gear technology, and they also have, albeit somewhat different looking, they do have Sentai gear motifs incorporated in their styles. Let's say, for example, their gun weapon, which is the Don Blaster. Obviously, it looks a lot like the Geartlinger, albeit it's colored yellow. But you can see that there are gears right there. So the Red Ranger, whose name is Don Momotaro, so his sword, at the hilt there is a Sentai gear, or at least a Sentai gear-like object, because the shape is a little bit different, but let's just say it is a Sentai gear. Now, Don Momotaro also has a motorcycle. I bet this is gonna be CGI. So, on that motorcycle, especially if you look at the front wheel, there is a Sentai gear with Don Momotaro's face on it, and of course, the number 46. So, clearly, this is the 46th Super Sentai, obviously. So, with that said, it's interesting because this is the very first direct sequel Super Sentai that we've had in a very long time. I believe the very first Super Sentai that has a direct sequel was Denji Sentai Denjiman, and then it was followed by Sun Vulcan, or Taiyo Sentai Sun Vulcan. Now, it's supposed to be that way because the main antagonist of uh, Denjiman did carry over to Sun Vulcan, which is Queen Hedrian, portrayed by the late legendary Machiko Soga. Or in the West, you probably see her as the actress who's on camera, who's actually portraying Rita Repulsa, although she is dubbed over in English. But yes, that Machiko Soga. So the difference, however, is that with Sun Vulcan and Denjiman, although again Queen Hedrian appears in both shows, the Rangers actually never interacted. Although there were some images shown that that have Sun Vulcan and Denjiman together in the same picture, but nonetheless, in the show, there was no interaction between the two teams, or there isn't even a cameo, at least from the Rangers of Denjiman or any other character, again, aside from Queen Hedrian, who serves as the main antagonist basically for both shows. However, we do get to see, maybe at least Don Momotaro, we get to see the Donbrothers as early as January 9th, 2022 on probably the new, not necessarily the New Year's episode of Zenkaiger, but their first episode for 2022. Now remember, Dawn Brothers is coming, okay, March 2022. So about 2 months before their actual debut, we already see Don Momotaro appear in Zenkaiger. This does remind me a little bit of the Space Sheriff series, particularly Gavan and Sharivan, because Sharivan does appear near the end, or at least in the final couple of episodes, I believe, of Gavan, which kind of serve as his introduction. So we're already transitioning from the first hero to the next one. I think it's going to be the same with Dawn Brothers and Zenkaiger in that regard. So, like I've said, it's the very first time that we see a direct sequel, but I think it's safe to say that there's going to be a lot more involvement, or there's going to be a lot more interaction between the two teams. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a team up movie, if that's still required. Probably it's gonna be just one movie, the Don Brothers movie, but already the Zenkaigers are in it. So I'm assuming, or probably actually hoping, that at least the other Zenkaigers are gonna have some cameos. Kaito is definitely going to appear more, if at least become a recurring character. So they're not gonna be there all the time, because if they did, probably there's gonna be a lot less attention on the Dawn Brothers. So again, what I'm seeing here is that at least Kaito and Jiran, I've probably I've seen on some comments on Facebook, so they're gonna appear at least. Definitely, Kaito is someone that we could expect to appear quite often in the show, Dawn Brothers. So teaming up often with Don Momotaro and the rest of the Dawn Brothers, of course. So again, it's interesting to see for the first time, probably in the Super Sentai franchise, that we do have a direct sequel that has a lot more involvement and a lot more interaction between the two teams that follow. So I think we've established at this point a separate universe for uh, Zenkaiger, and of course, with that, by extension, of course, Dawn Brothers. So I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do in that regard. Okay, now to the rest of the Dawn Brothers. So alongside Don Momotaro, so by the way, again, we're going back to the traditional Red Ranger leader role. So and they just Toei just probably wanted to try something experimental with Zen Kaiser, so a non-red leader. Although again, we have Jiran as the Red Ranger technically, but again, our main character is red once again. So, anyways, let's look at the other uh, for Dawn Brothers. So we have first Saru Brother. So what's interesting about Saru Brothers' design is that when you look at his arms, they're made of fur. So the rest of the body, of course, the lower part, I think it's still spandex, and they also wear armor. So look they look armored, but nonetheless. So Saru Brothers' arms are made of fur, and this is not the first time that fur has been incorporated in a Sentai suit. The first one that we can clearly remember is Okami Blue from Q Ranger. So again, there's another interesting similarity right there, is that they're both Blue Rangers. Now, uh, as for the other, Dawn Brothers, or yeah, other members of the Dawn Brothers team, I'm definitely seeing the Red Ranger, of course, being portrayed by an actor. So we do see a human, but we don't know if the other Rangers are going to be portrayed by people, or we're going the same route with Zenkaiger once again, because again, basically the main red, at least the leader, for the most part, Kaito. So he's the only human in the Zenkaiger team. If we exclude Zox and Stacy, so yeah, but at least I'm hoping for, uh, of course, Don Momotaro is already uh, definitely going to be human. I'm hoping for the Blue and Yellow Rangers. They're also going to be portrayed by humans as well. So the next ranger that we're going to move on to is Oni's sister. Now, interestingly, we have an Oni in the team because the story that from which Don Brothers is based on is the story of Momotaro, and I actually posted the day before I made this video. I posted a picture on the JEFusion Facebook page. Kamen Rider Den-O sword form. Yeah, Momotaros. I know, because they do share that lore, right? They're both based on the legend of Momotaro. So if, let's say for example, Hasbro actually decides to pick this one up as a Power Rangers season, how are they going to adapt this? Because again, the story of Momotaro is uniquely Japanese. So how would it translate to English without, being so much out of place? So that's the question that we need answered in the future. But nonetheless, let's focus on Dawn Brothers. So yeah, Oni sister is based on the Oni, which actually is the main antagonist of the story of Momotaro, and it appears that she's the only girl in the team. So moving on, we have Inu brother, so the Black Ranger, and this guy is definitely going to be CG. Of all the Rangers that I've seen so far, he is the shortest. I think he's just about 2 feet tall. So I'm definitely seeing him as either a robot or an alien, probably. Although so far I'm thinking more of a robot partner. But yeah, he does transform into Inu brother, and again will serve as the Black Ranger. Now, the next ranger that we're going to talk about is probably the most interesting. We have Kiji brother, the Pink Ranger of the group. Now, you noticed the name Kiji brother. I will repeat. Brother is attached to the Pink Ranger's name, meaning that we have finally our first official male Pink Ranger. Now, there's actually been a male Pink Ranger recently, but this is an unofficial one. So, in the summer of 2021, which is just a few months ago at this point, Toei actually made another unofficial Super Sentai entitled The High School Heroes. I should probably talk about that show at some point, but I haven't seen all the episodes. I've seen the show, but I haven't seen all of the episodes. And in that show, the Pink Ranger is male. And to be precise, if we are going to count that show, if we are going to count High School Heroes as part of the Super Sentai series, at least in the same vein as Akiba Ranger. So we do also that show, High School Heroes, also features the first openly gay Pink Ranger. Although I'm not sure how Kiji brother is going to be portrayed, but at least male superheroes that are colored pink, uh, in my opinion, they don't necessarily have to be gay. I mean, in the Kamen Rider series, we do have pink Kamen Riders. So, Kamen Rider Exade is one. He's the main protagonist. He's not gay, but he does wear pink, or at least pink is the color of his main suit. Well, Kamen Rider Geo has at least some pink designs, let's say, example, on his eyes, at the very least. And then there's Kamen Rider Decade, who is definitely not magenta. And I mean, Kamen Rider Revice has a lot of candy pink in his suit, but again, none of them are gay. Or at least you can assume they're gay in your head canon if you like, that's no problem. But in Super Sentai, definitely this is a first. So having Kiji brother again as the first male Pink Ranger opens up new opportunities. So good job, Toei. We are getting a bit more progressive here because all of the Pink Rangers, right, that have appeared so far, again, if we exclude the high school heroes, because I still think it's an unofficial Sentai, so all of the Pink Rangers have been female, so having a male Pink Ranger this time around is definitely a refreshing experience. So with the design of Kiji brother, now Kiji brother is the exact opposite of Inu brother. So Inu brother is the shortest Sentai hero in all of Super Sentai. Of course, to get around this, Toei is definitely going to use CGI. And Kiji brother is almost like a towering 10 feet tall. I'm not sure if that's only in his ranger form or if he's already that tall. I'm assuming the same for Inu brother, but it's more likely that Inu brother is the same size whether in his ranger form or civilian form. So Kiji brother with that height of almost 10 feet could probably be done better in CGI. So yeah, definitely a lot more CGI in this one. So as for the mechs, because let's face it, Super Sentai is not gonna be super without the mechs. So yeah, the reason why Super Sentai is called Super is because we have mechs, and we have seen images of Don Zenkai O. So again, another telltale sign that the Donbrothers is indeed the direct sequel of Zenkaiger. However, as of this point, there are only rumors. So I've mentioned earlier that uh, Don Momotaro has this bike, his motorcycle, and at the back of the motorcycle, you see a part that, let me just get something here. So that is very similar to this shoulder armor of Juran, especially Zenkai Juran. So they have at least a part that has this shape. I'm just gonna take out this shield, not really shield, but this part basically was on the back of Don Momotaro's motorcycle. So as of now, again, these are only rumors that Juran, or at least in Zenkai Juran form, is going to combine with Don Momotaro's motorbike in order to become Don Zenkai O, which, uh, again, despite being a rumor for now, so again, take that with a grain of salt, but it does seem possible. Again, we're probably gonna see the Zenkaigers and the Don brothers work together quite often anyway, so this is a possibility. Again, not yet final, just a possibility for now. So I've also seen some rumors that they're gonna take like a dimension approach, uh, which was basically done in the Metal Hero franchise. So probably the enemies are going to use or certain dimensions. If you've seen the Metal Hero series, or at least the Space Sheriffs, you probably know what I'm talking about. So they're going to have at least the climactic battle of each episode happen in like a distorted dimension, and then once let's say the Dawn brothers win, of course everything goes back to normal, or at least they're brought back to the normal dimension. So I guess if we're not seeing the return of the Metal Hero franchise, probably at least this is a, an homage, really. But again, those are rumors for now, so don't believe everything that I say yet, unless we post additional information in the near future. So please do watch out for those updates. So yeah, I think I've talked much about Dawn Brothers already at this point. Again, I'm very interested to see what they are going to do with this franchise. I mean, uh, Super Sentai going forward definitely has to do a lot of new things in order to stay relevant if they're going to continue for more years to come. And, you know, I think all the experiments that they're doing uh, with Zenkaiger and Dawn Brothers, uh, I'm not gonna lie, it's very risky. Although, so far, I'm really enjoying Zenkaiger, and definitely with the more recent episodes, it's getting a bit more intense. So I'm definitely, you know, waiting for more things to come. Like, how will they ever find the Mitsuko, Kaito's mother? So we also have the question of Stacy becoming eventually an ally to Kaito. So is he actually going to become an ally or not? And definitely amongst the villains, well, that one I'm not gonna tell you about it, but there's definitely going to be a twist within the Toji Tendo themselves that is going to surprise everyone. I think if they pull it off, definitely this is gonna be a surprise. So uh, again, there are still so many things to look forward to in Zenkaiger, and definitely, you know, I will talk about. Excuse me. I will talk about the cameo episode for Don Momotaro. I don't think we're going to see the actor for Don Momotaro yet. Probably they're gonna do some voice acting. So maybe at least with the credits, the opening credits, they might show the voice actor for Don Momotaro, which I hope would be finalized, because I'm hoping that whoever does the voiceover for Don Momotaro on the next uh, Zenkaiger is hopefully going to be the official actor. But again, no face reveals yet. But definitely looking forward to more information on that. So, anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video. So, thank you so much, guys, for watching. And as always, please do leave a like, comment, share this video, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. Again, links to our news about Dawn Brothers so far are going to be in the description, so go check it out. And as always, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.